Portugal. It's Iceland. Kick off next. Test. Audio. Okay. Perfect. I think we're up and going. Should be a good game here between these two opponents. All right. Game hasn't quite gotten going yet. Should be a good one though. Perfect. All right, everything looks good, and we're about to kick off here in this game, which should be a good one. And we're underway. Iceland and Portugal. Both teams coming off very different results, and it's an early touch here for Vladimir Lundgaard from Roxen, who starts at right back for Iceland. It's a punch from Diego Costa in goal. Back for Roxen. And he's got in behind here. Iceland starting well. Here's Trostason back for Fjorksen. Fjorksen as well. He stands in across to the back post, and arriving late was one of the players. It was Jonji Perasason, but it's out for Iceland. And there's the head coach, Andre Harede, for Iceland. And his early touch for Daniela Pereira, who played the PSG, of course, and here's Joao Cancelo. And an early touch for Bruno Fernandes. Two players with somewhat uncertain futures at the club level. We'll get back to that later. It's an early touch there for Rafael Leal, and now it looks like Bernardo Silva is looking to get Portugal away. Portugal look to break down the left. It's Cancelo. Handing off now for Rafael Leao, who had a great season with AC Milan and Serie A. And here's Pepe. Still playing closer, about 40 years old. But he's still playing at Porto, and he's still captaining this national team. And here's another touch for Diego Dallo, who plays today for Portugal. We got the number 2 shirt on for him. And here's Rafael Leao, face-to-face with Williamson. And now Fjorksen. Leao does well. He stands in a cross, and it's an early corner kick defended by Victor Clausen, who plays with MLS team at DC United. And there is Roberto Martinez. Could be an early touch here for Runner Alex Renassen, who plays for Anyaspor on loan from Arsenal. And it'll be Bruno Fernandes to take the ensuing corner kick with the in-swinger. Swung in by Fernandes, and it's a commanding header by Plaassen at the near. brought down by Leal. Back out for Bruno Fernandes. This is Rafael Leal. And it's an early touch. And Leal. And Fernandes now. Or this is Ruben Neves, who, interestingly enough, is leaving Wolves. That's a $47 million move to Al Hilal for a player that's still in his prime, but it just shows the power of the Saudi League that they're being able to attract players in their prime. Here's Rafael Leal. Definitely a player in his prime. This is Fernandes, and he tried to get Ronaldo involved. And first meaningful act for Alex Runarsson. Good play from Portugal down the Icelandic right. As there's first 4 minutes gone. Still 0-0 in Iceland. But that man, Bruno Fernandes, has been involved. Portugal coming off a commanding 3-0 victory versus Bosnia and Herzegovina. Goals from Bernardo Silva and 2 for Bruno Fernandes. As for Iceland, they lost 2-1 to Slovakia in their last game. It was a game where they actually equalized to a Alfredo Finnbogason penalty kick before dropping points late to Slovakia and losing that game 2-1. And now it's an early touch test for Daniela Pereira, and it's awkward. And Iceland now have their first corner after good play down the right from Albert Gunmundsson. And Daniela Pereira chatting with the referee, and he may have a point, He may have a point. There may not have been a Icelandic corner, but they have it, and over to take it will be Johan Berg Gunmundsson of Burnley, of course. Who had a great campaign as Burnley got promoted under head coach Vincent Kompany. And he'll take an in-swinger with his left. Iceland know if they want to have a chance today, they're probably going to have to do well on set pieces. It's taken short to get a better angle for Gunmundsson to swing. It's a good ball flicked on at the near, and it's away at the penalty spot by Ruben Neves. Set back in, and it's a commanding header by Daniela Pereira. Here's Ronaldo, Silva, Cancelo, and that's clever, and Portugal worked their way out. Fernandes, face-to-face with Janbi Paradisson. And it breaks down. Aimed in towards Ronaldo, and at 37 years old, it's definitely a big ask for him to get that, but he still plays today. Even though the likes of Gonzalo Ramos, who scored that sensational hat-trick at the World Cup, didn't against Switzerland, Silva. And not for the first time today, I expect to see Bruno Fernandes on the floor, and it's conceded there by William Thor Williamson. Or actually by Arno Ignevar Trotson. There is Bruno Fernandes, who had a pretty good club season under Erik ten Hag at Manchester United, and he's going to have some competition, isn't he, now, with Manchester United looking increasingly likely to land Mason Mount. But we'll just have to see how it carries out. Here's Diego Dallo, also at Manchester United, face-to-face with the defender. Dallo sticks it up towards the front post, and it's almost an own goal. And conceded by the DC United player, William Clausen, and Iceland survive for now. Corner swung in towards the back post, and what a save from Runarsson. And it was Ruben Dias at the back post, and first real chance for Portugal 7 minutes into the contest. And Bruno Fernandes scurries over to take the ensuing Iceland corner, or Portuguese corner. It's towards the edge of the box where Ruben Neves, how many times have we seen him hit those with Wolves? but it didn't work at that time. But it's sent back in, and there could be a chance here for Portugal. What a good defensive get that was by the Icelandic defender. And now Iceland can look to hit on the counterattack. It's William Thor Williamson handing off now, and it's incredibly disappointing. And that should be Diego Costa, and it is. So it breaks down for Iceland, and here's Danilo Pereira. Heavy touch, and it's taken out by Agnar Evi who plays today in center midfield for Iceland as the third midfielder in a 4-3-3. As for Portugal, they're setting up in a 3-4-2-1, so one of those Christmas tree formations for Portugal. Here is Ruben Neves, who made a controversial figure now after accepting that move to Al Hilali. And here's here's Pepe back to Diego Costa, and Portugal clear. But it could break here to Leal off the wayward header from Frotzen. Rafael Leal, twisting, turning. This is Fernandez. Leal had not stopped. Instead, it's Cancelo, and it was Leal at the near. Or it was a good defensive get once again from DC United's Victor Blossom, who was having a lot of words with the Icelandic defenders. Portugal once again knocking on the door. What a good defensive header away from Victor Blossom. Playing today against Cristiano Ronaldo as a DC United player. He's going to start learning how to play against Lionel Messi too, because of Messi's big money move to Inter Miami. And it's an early corner here for Portugal to be taken by Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes to the back post, and, well, it's going to miss everyone. So Portugal trying a bit unorthodox stuff here with their set pieces. Hasn't worked yet, but something to keep an eye on as this game progresses. So 10 minutes gone in Iceland, and it's still 0-0, and the game plan seems to be going to plan for Iceland as we get a good shot there of Cristiano Ronaldo. Plays, of course, now with Al Nassr in the Saudi Pro League. And it'll be an Iceland throw near midfield. And it'll be taken by Victor Lungal Froxen, who plays at right back today for Iceland. Here comes Froxen again down the Icelandic right, and it's a good defensive get from Fernandez, and Neves will play back to Ruben Dias, and Portugal can look to build out again. Here is Danilo Pereira, PSG, who's PSG have a lot of turmoil, don't they, man? Neymar wants to leave, Messi's left, Mbappe wants to leave, so they got a new coach in, Luis Enrique, rumored to become the new coach of PSG, of course, so that's just something to keep an eye on in Ligue 1. Here is Ruben Dias, who won the treble, didn't he, with Manchester City, Carabao Cup, or shall I say FA Cup, Premier League, and Champions League. Here's Fernandez, and that's a wayward switch, looking for Rafael Leal, and it breaks down for Portugal. Of course, Rafael Leal will be of interest, especially since he signed the new contract at AC Milan. So if Christian Pulisic is to make the move to AC Milan, will he have to set up on the right because Leal comes in on the left? Only time will tell. What a touch there by Johan Berg Gudmundsson. And now Iceland can look to test here. It's Paradison cutting inside. He's almost left the ball behind him. Gudmundsson. Defensive test here for Portugal as Iceland look to possess down the left. Here's Magnusson for Gudmundsson, back for Trotson. And it's all the way back to Runar Alex Runarsson, who plays for Anielspor on loan from Arsenal. And it could be a test there for Ruben Dias, but he takes... And now Iceland have picked it up in a good area. It's a shot from distance, which, well, Diego Costa seemed to be comfortable, but Iceland were almost in on goal there. So 13 minutes gone. It's 0-0 here in Iceland. And Portugal haven't found it easy against this opposition. Iceland, of course, didn't qualify for the World Cup in Qatar after really impressing a lot of people in Russia in 2018. Of Of course, the famous draw against Argentina. Many people remember that. And it has to be said, Iceland not really sitting in a deep block. They're getting up and trying to get in the faces of Portugal. And it is an interesting point because when you have Cristiano Ronaldo as your striker, Iceland don't really need to sit back. They can allow the pressure, or they can allow the balls over the top because Ronaldo's not going to outpace anyone these days, especially. So, Gallo, who was given a lifeline at Manchester United really under Eric Ten Hag, who really favored him over Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Still, I think a position that United will have to strengthen this summer because I don't really think Diego Dallo and Aaron Wan-Bissaka are long-term right backs for Manchester United who are going to get them to where they want to be. Here's Ruben Neves. Dallo. It's aimed in towards Ronaldo. It's a good get from the defender. It's Dallo now. Portugal attacking down the right. Silva. Swung in by Neves. We know he can serve them well. Fernandez is back stick. And it's a goal kick. But a good move from Portugal. It's a good cross swung in by Neves. And if not Ronaldo, it was Fernandez queuing a back stick. But it breaks down for Portugal. So far we got 19 votes on the poll. 20 votes now. And it's 90% people favoring a Portugal victory. Only 10% of 20 favoring Iceland. Gudmundsson. Shepherded by Neves. Back for Magnusson and back for Runarsson. Of course, who has played, a Premier League game with Arsenal. He played the last few minutes of a game at Wolves, if I remember, that Bernard Leno was sent off in the game where Arsenal ended with 9. And it breaks down. Well, yeah, I mean, if I show the game, I'll get copyrighted, so that probably wouldn't work. I mean, I wish I could, but that won't work. And Portugal off a corner. Yeah, I mean, I wish I could show the game, but, it just doesn't work like that. These games are accessible. Just go to, never mind. I'm going to keep those streams on the low. Swung in by Fernandez. Pepe was arriving. It's a good save at full strength from Runarsson. Portugal, the closest they've come. It was Pepe out of the back, beating it with a good header, and that's a good save from Runarsson. On second glance, maybe one for the cameras from Runarsson. I don't think he had to really dive like that. It was a good header from Pepe, but it was right at him. But the first set piece that Portugal have actually looked somewhat convincing from. Header won by Pepe. Gudmundsson, who captains Iceland tonight. And it breaks down with Pedersen. And here's Diaz. Back for Gudmundsson. And it's played in towards Finn Bogason. And this is Pedersen. This is Pedersen, excuse me. Dallo. And now Iceland have gotten it behind. It's swung in. It's a good cross. It's in towards Finn Bogason, still with Iceland. It's played into the edge of the box. What a good and important defensive get from Neves, given away by Ronaldo. And he's frustrated now. Evident frustration from Cristiano Ronaldo after giving the ball away. And what has been a rare touch for him so far in this first half. "17 and a half minutes gone. Still 0-0 in Iceland. It's a big switch, and that should be dealt with by Cancelo. And here he is, João Cancelo on the ball now. Here's Pepe. It's a big crossfield ball, and it breaks down for Portugal. So Portugal frustrated so far by Iceland, who have not them sat back, but they've made a tough ask of Portugal, who are trying all things they can to break Iceland down. But 18 and a half minutes gone, still no. Headed by Cancelo. Here's Fernandez with a bit of pocket in the midfield, trying to chip one forward for Leal, and across came Victor Clausen. And Portugal have a throw up the pitch, which will be taken by João Cancelo as we enter into the 20th minute in Iceland. Still 0-0 here in this Euro qualifiers match, taken by Neves, who tried to aim it in towards Ronaldo, and Portugal have a throw up the pitch, conceded by Alfred Finnbogason, who many people remember because he scored the equalizing goal in a 1-1 tie against Argentina in the 2018 World Cup, the game where Messi missed a penalty kick. Leal. Diaz. Urged to shoot. Instead, it's Dallo, who's got green grass. Dallo plays it in, and Neves was arriving. And Portugal, once again, looking dangerous with crosses into the box. Diaz. Leal. Cancelo. Face to face with Fjorksen. This is Leal. This is Cancelo playing almost as left wing. Leal into the box, and it breaks down, and Portugal have a corner up the field. Bruno Fernandes to take the Portuguese corner, swung in by Fernandes, and it's headed away by Victor Clausen, who's having a great opening 20 minutes here, the DC United defender in MLS. Swung in by Fernandes, back post, and it's Pepe off the post, and it's a foul called against Renarsson, as once again it's Pepe off the set piece is looking threatening for Portugal. You know, I mean, I'd get copyrighted if I show the game. That's why I can't. I mean, I wish I could. And there are plenty of illegal streams out there that you could look at instead. So, I mean, there are options. I'm not going to say them because we want to keep them on the low. But there are plenty of streams out there that can be viewed. But Portugal here. Not finding it easy to break down Iceland. 21 minutes gone. Competing in the air was Dallo, and it breaks down. Long throw to be launched here into the Portuguese box, and it's headed edge of the box. It'll come up here for Finn Bogason in a dangerous area, who's allowed to. He can even hit this if he wants. Finn Bogason's delivered back post, arriving back post, and it's a beautiful chance for Victor Clausen. It should be 1-0 Iceland. And Iceland there really cut open Portugal. It should be Iceland 1, Portugal 0. What a chance. What a chance. That is a chance. It should be. Portugal should be behind here. What a chance for Victor Clausen. Best chance of the game has fallen to Iceland so far. Williamson has it in midfield. Handing off now for Williamson. He's got Finn Bogason in the inside left channel. Here is Alfred Finn Bogason, or Johan Berg Gudmundsson. This is Pjartason, and Iceland have a corner. Conceded by Diego Dallo. The referee just urging Iceland to hurry up here. It'll be taken by Albert Gudmundsson, who plays with Genoa in Serie A, one of their more talented players in terms of the league that they play in. Taken by Gudmundsson. There's two players on the floor. Edge of the box is Pjartason, and it's Miles over the net, and it breaks down for Iceland. Cancelo. It's a throw for Iceland. Pepe chasing the Iceland player almost in the midfield there. And now Ronaldo, Cristiano Ronaldo, what does he have? He's got not enough pace, and it breaks down for Portugal. How different would that have changed if that was Cristiano Ronaldo maybe 5, 6, 7, 10 years ago? But there, he just couldn't run. And now, that'll probably be a yellow card for Diego Dallo, who goes into the books. A yellow card for Dallo. First yellow card of the game goes to Diego Dallo of Manchester United. So a free kick for Iceland as we enter into the 27th minute. It will be taken by Johan Berg Gudmundsson. Can Iceland take a shock lead? And maybe a lead they deserve over Portugal, because they've been right in the contest. It hasn't really been Portugal dominating. It's been a 50-50 contest up to date. So Gudmundsson will take with his left foot. Can Iceland take a shock lead? Gudmundsson to take. Goodman delivers, and the header forces a save out of Diego Costa. So both teams now looking threatening on set pieces. It was Håvard Borgen Magnusson from left back, able to make connection with the ball. Portugal happy to play out from the back. Here's Leal. Haven't really said his name much, and it breaks down again. But now there's space for Bernardo Silva. Ronaldo makes the run. It's Silva. It's Dallo. Just on the yellow card, Dallo's shot is blocked, and more frustration for Cristiano Ronaldo as he wasn't given a opportunity. I'm sorry, Rack, but if I show the game, I'll get copyrighted. So I wish I could, but I just can't. Dallo. But there are, there are sites out there you can watch it on. Like, I'm not going to say them. We want to keep those low, but I'm sure there are plenty of sites that are showing this game. Here's Ruben Neves. Sprayed out wide for Joao Cancelo. Face to face with Fjorkson. Cancelo does really well. Still he goes eventually. Iceland able to clear. One back by Pepe. Portugal really upping the tempo now. Neves. Silva. Pepe. 30 minutes gone in Iceland. Portugal 0, Iceland 0 so far. Here's Ruben Dias. Picked his head up to try and serve, but he only had one Cristiano Ronaldo in the box. And it's going to take something a bit more than that for Portugal. Big switch from Pepe, looking for Cancelo, who brings it down beautifully off his chest, face-to-face with Williamson. He's got Leal on the overlap. Rafael Leal to the byline, standing it up or putting in a low cross. And it breaks down. So 30 official minutes gone here right now on the dot in Iceland. And it's still 0-0. Leal in towards Ronaldo. That's a rare touch for him in these opening 30 minutes. Sprayed out wide for Silva, who's got Dallo on the underlap. Silva ignores it. He cuts onto his left. Bernardo Silva back in on his right. This is Fernandez looking for Ronaldo, who's queuing up the bicycle kick. That would have been spectacular. Cancelo, again to the byline, standing it up. It hit Fjorkson and it's cleared away, but it's coming right back from Pereira. And Iceland able to clear. Williamson. This is Fjorkson from right back for Iceland, who have done really well up against Portugal here in these opening 30 minutes. 15 minutes away from halftime. Williamson. Did he keep it in on Pepe? Yes, he did. It's aimed in, and it's an easy defensive clearance from Ruben Dias. There's Victor Plausen of DC United and MLS. Of course, he's coached by Wayne Rooney. You may have heard of him. Neves. Now Leal's in behind. And Alex Runarsson able to intervene. Here is Runarsson in the goal. The Arsenal player on loan is at loan at Antalyaspor. Big direct play, and it's a test here for Danny Pereira, who did really well at the back for Portugal. Cancelo, given away by Joao Cancelo. Chance here for Iceland. Fjorkson. It's swung into the box, and it's a good defensive get from Pepe. How many times have we said that in his long career? And Iceland play it back to Runar Larsson, and Ronaldo's pressure is easily bypassed. Here is Pereira, found by Pepe. Ronaldo makes a run behind, and again it's ignored. You can sense the frustration from Cristiano Ronaldo, who's barely had a kick in his opening 33 minutes here in Iceland. Pepe, 34 minutes gone. Ronaldo again making a run that's ignored. Instead, it's Rafael Leal. Leal against Fjorksen. Leal to the byline. All the way back for Cancelo. Ronaldo's in the box. Again, no service and more evident frustration from Cristiano Ronaldo. Silver again. And it's saved by Runar Larsson. But Roberto Martinez likes it. So Portugal finding it difficult to crack open Iceland so far in this contest. Here is Victor Claesson of DC and MLS, and Ronaldo chasing Runarsson, who plays it long and out of bounds. Wine, I don't have a link, but there are websites out there that I'm aware of that you should be able to watch the game. I'm not going to say them, but just type it into Google. Like there are links out there to watch this game. I don't have one myself, but well, I'm in America, so I'm watching it on Fox Sports 1, but I don't know where you are, so I cannot really tell you what channel it's on. Yeah, no problem, man. So, no, so far here in Iceland, 37 minutes gone. It hasn't been the most entertaining game, but, you know. And again, it's just blasted forward by Portugal, and there's nobody there. Taken by Diego Costa, and Pepe's closed down. And Portugal playing their way out from the back. And now Ronaldo is almost playing as right wing. Ronaldo, excellent crossfield ball for Joao Cancelo. Face to face with Fjorksen. Cancelo swinging back post. It's a good defensive get from Alex Runarsson. Goodmanson. And it breaks down for Iceland. Yeah, I'll give Michael a shout out for sure. Pretty respectful fella. Make sure to like the video though, everyone. Like, if the more you like the video, the more we get out there, more people can see the stream. So we really want to get people to like the video. So if you're here right now, I think we got a couple of people here right now. So if you're just here right now, really like the video. So just gets more people a chance to watch the stream and just gets more people showing in with the channel. And we've got a lot of positive stuff going on the channel, a lot of views as of late. So just gonna continue that momentum. So if you could, make sure to smash the like button. It's completely free, so make sure you do it. Silva. Portugal here, really pragmatic in their approach, and it's given away by Pepe, and now Iceland, if they want to, can launch a counterattack. And Pepe there to prevent. Appreciate it, Michael. And 5 minutes away from halftime, and it's still 0-0. So hasn't quite been the game I was expecting. I think it is a game that needs a goal to open up a bit. Because so far, it's been very, very slow and very pragmatic from both teams. Header again won by Pepe. It'll fall to Williamson, edge of the box. Fjorkson has it. And again, Iceland almost getting in behind. But once again, that time it was Cancelo, but he gives it right back, João Cancelo. Again, Iceland breaking. It's a ball into the box, though. Oh, and it was a poor touch from Alfred Van Bogason. And when Iceland got into a good area, that is incredibly disappointing. But a pretty good contingent of away fans for Portugal at that far end of the stadium. Man, this game's putting me to sleep. You do think Iceland will be the happier of the two teams. This game that's got 0-0 written all over it. I do feel like it's going to take a moment of quality, a moment of individual mistake as it's flashed wide, and that could have been your moment of individual quality. It was Johan Berg Gudmundsson and Iceland rather than Portugal getting closer and closer. What a chance. So, getting closer and closer to halftime here as we enter into the 42nd minute. Leao made the run. It's meant for Rafael Leao. Handing off for Neves. Cancelo. He's got Ronaldo back post. And Ronaldo's coming in. Somehow it's wide. He was offside anyway. But somehow Cristiano Ronaldo from 2 yards hasn't put it in the back of the net. What a chance for Portugal. And Ronaldo could not capitalize. It's a big miss from Ronaldo, but he's bailed out by the offside flag. What a chance. Oh, it was a save. It was a good header actually from Ronaldo. It was an equally good save from Renarson, but Ronaldo still should score. And he'll be delighted to see the offside flag come up because he knows that is a gilt-edged chance. Pepe had to come a long way for that. He's not won it. It's Gudmundsson face-to-face with Neves. And no free kick. And Portugal take the throw. Gudmundsson looking for one there. The Burnley man. Diaz doing really well there to shepherd it out although it is an Iceland throw. And Gallo, they're throwing the ball away. He's got to be careful because he's the only player in the game on a yellow card, and that really easily could have been a second yellow card. And once again, Iceland will look to launch the long throw. Appreciate it, Michael. The throw's long. It's flicked on at the near. And Cancelo there in front of Fjorksen. And now Portugal can look to counterattack. Here's Rafael Leao. Face-to-face with Clausen of MLS. This is Rafael Leao. Leao as well. And Gudmundsson tracking back all the way from right wing. And Iceland escape that moment of Portuguese pressure. As we enter into the 45th minute, and that will probably be the second yellow card of the game, and it is. So Albert Gudmundsson on a yellow card. So two players now on a yellow card, Gudmundsson and Cancelo. So Fernandez to take, and we'll have 1 minute of stoppage time at the end of what has been a captivating first half. And Ronaldo's there, and Ronaldo puts it over. And more furiousness from Cristiano Ronaldo, who's wagging his finger at the referee. It's been a very frustrating first half for Cristiano Ronaldo. He's had service, but to be honest with you, he's missed a couple gilt-edged chances, has he, Ronaldo? And he should have no one to be frustrated with, apart from himself. And Ronaldo still voicing his frustration with the referee. He's got to be careful, because he's done it a lot today, and he can't let his frustration get to him. Because he's not a horrible. Oh, Messi every day. Every day, Messi. Chance here, and we'll have the second yellow card of the game. So 2 yellow cards in quick succession for Iceland, and it's their right wing and now their forward who's on yellow. So Alfred Finnbergerson into the book, and it's spilling over now the tempers here as both sets of players voicing referee. Ronaldo still just crying at the referee, to be honest with ourselves. Yeah, tell you what, this could be one for VAR because it's an elbow into the face of Pepe, isn't it, from Finn Bogason? He's been frustrated because Pepe's won every single thing in the air. This could be checked and potentially upgraded by VAR. Ronaldo still in discussion with our referee, who's explaining it to him and Neves. And that'll probably be the first act of what has been a rather underwhelming first half in Iceland. And Ronaldo still in discussion with the referee, as this will probably take us through to halftime. So while the game's going on, let me just give you all an update on what's going on across the grounds. So, Bulgaria and Serbia, it's no. I hear it's no. Norway lead Cyprus. It's not Erling Haaland. Hungary lead with Lithuania. Luxembourg lead Bosnia. No. Austria, Sweden. Poland have two at Moldova and Alexander Milk and Robert Lewandowski. Scotland lead Georgia. It's Callum McGregor. Belgium lead by two. It's Lukaku. And Faroe Islands are tied with Albania. And Slovenia lead Liechtenstein. So final seconds of the half here. Dallo to take the throw. Ronaldo. And that is halftime. So 0-0 at halftime, remarkably. And Ronaldo still crying at the referee. So 0-0 at halftime. Yeah, I mean, I would just like to see some more action in the second half, to be honest with ourselves. Yeah, so I don't know what we'll do during this halftime. But but it was an interesting half, 0-0. But Iceland, I thought, had the better of the chances, but hoping for more goal mouth action in the second 45. So Lukaku's got two for Belgium, apparently. So good for Romelu Lukaku. A lot of transfer news today too. Timothy Weah linked with Atletico Madrid. I guess we can watch the highlights here. They're showing the highlights of the other games. So, oh, what a save! Showing the highlights of the Lithuania-Slovakia game. So let's see what's going on. And oh, that's a good goal. So Slovakia lead Liechtenstein at halftime in Group J. So now they're showing us the highlights of Bosnia and Herzegovina and Luxembourg. We know Luxembourg lead 1-0. But how? Oh, it's just a horrible giveaway at the back from Bosnia. So Bosnia playing themselves into trouble there, and Luxembourg taking advantage. So Portugal joined top of the group now with Slovakia, both on 10 points. Yeah, see you, Michael. So I'm just watching the Fox halftime show here with Jenny Taft and Stu Holden and Alexi Lawless. Oh, gotta go to bed. So you must be in Europe for sure. But you must be a log. You must be must be in Europe for sure then. Luis Suarez. Breaking news here: Luis Suarez is retiring because of a knee injury. So he's retiring from football. So still halftime here. So we're almost a year away. From Euro 2024. Still at halftime here. Still halftime here in Iceland. 0-0 at the interval. Still halftime here between Iceland and Portugal. Yo, is that another Akshay? That's crazy. That is crazy. You don't see that often. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. I'm waiting for this half to start though. I think it should be starting now. Yeah, there we go. So Ronaldo back on for the second half for Portugal. So is Ruben Diaz. So far, no changes, it looks like, at the interval for Portugal, who struggled in that first half against Iceland. Yeah, I don't think a lot of us Indians are involved in USMNT Twitter, so, it's good to see, though. It is good to see. I think it's just probably just a byproduct of the soccer community growing. Like I've been a long time follower, and you may have too, but I think you're just going to see more and more of this as the game continues to grow in this country, particularly. So both teams are out for the second half, so it should be a good second half here in Iceland. Hopefully, some more goal mouth action. There wasn't a lot of that in that first half. Maybe even try and do this for some of those Gold Cup games. Do some watch alongs for those Gold Cup games. That might be good. That might be a good time to do that. May even do this tomorrow too for whatever the game is tomorrow in the Euro qualifiers. Let me just check which game is on Fox tomorrow. Oh, there's no game tomorrow that they're showing on FS1. Oh, that's strange. Oh well. So back out for the second half. So let me get a little closer to my screen. So both teams are back out for the second half. Here's Pepe. Yeah, I mean, I think Jamaica should win it because they have. I know the midfield's kind of weak, but in defense they have Ethan Pinnock, a guy who's plays week in week out with Brentford. They have their whole front line is Premier League. They have Antonio through the middle. They have Damari Gray on one side and Leon Bailey on one side. So I'll get back to that. Here's Leal, and he blasts it. So. And then Canada is they're not bringing many of their players, but they're bringing Estacio. So Estacio is going to be there, and he's a player that I didn't expect to be there. So I think the U.S. has an overall better roster than Canada. I think Mexico's roster is pretty strong too. So I think the U.S. are not the favorites by any means, but yeah, but I have faith in BJ Ball for sure. But I think more so than the team, I'm excited to see how certain individuals play. I'm really excited to see guys like Cade Cowell coming off a great U20 World Cup, guys like I'm really excited to see Georgi Mihailovic. Hopefully, he can get some goals and assists to get his confidence back after a tough, really second half of the season with AZ. I'm excited to see Alejandro Zendejas, Matt Turner continuing to get some more game times. Jalen Neal, 17 years of age, of course, another excited prospect to see. But I think the rest of the team, is just a bunch of Greg's guys like Roldan, Ferreira. No, Kellen Acosta and Shaq Moore, thankfully. I am kind of excited to see Matt Miazga. I've been a big fan of Matt Miazga. I think he's done well in MLS with Cincinnati. So I'm trying to think of who else is on the roster that I'm excited to see. I think that's about it. Brandon Vasquez, I hope he's a starter because I don't think he's particularly better than Jesus Ferreira, but we've seen more of Jesus Ferreira. So I want to see Brandon Vasquez get those chances and see what he can do with them. As Iceland look to thread in here, it'll fall edge of the box, and that'll be Diego Costa. And Iceland's first attack of the second half breaks down, and Costa's looking to get Leal on the run. That's a really good defensive get from the center back for Iceland. Looking there for Silva. Here's Gudmundsson for Iceland. And this is Victor Plotson, who plays for DC United in MLS. Silva pressuring here. And it's one back. And now it's in first touch of the half for Ronaldo. Here's Silva. The run being made by Fernandez. It's Leal and it was Bruno Fernandes who was going to get the ball in. And it's away by Stefan Ingiadison. And Portugal have a corner. And it's headed onto the roof of the net by Pepe. So once again, Portugal getting good looks off the set pieces. It was Pepe that time. And it's onto the roof of the net. There is Cristiano Ronaldo, who had a very frustrating opening half. Here's Danilo. So a free kick for Iceland to be taken by Gudmundsson. Johan Berg Gudmundsson of Burnley to deliver the set piece. Can they get ahead on it? High from Gudmundsson. It's flicked on. Pereira's jumping. Bringing it down is Plosson. Here is Gudmundsson. Electing not to serve on his right, but get it back on his favored left. Here's Plosson. And no foul. Ronaldo trying to get Leal on the run, and it breaks down for Portugal there. Cristiano Ronaldo. So here is a cross looking for Ronaldo, and it's nowhere near. Here's Fjorkson with a good first half at right back for Iceland, dealing with Bernardo Silva. Or shall I say dealing with Leal. Here's Fernandez. Ronaldo trying to get Fernandez on the run. Instead, it's Silva. Better play from Portugal. It's off Plosson, and it's a corner for Portugal, which will be taken by Silva. Takes it short. This is Leal. Cancelo's got a good avenue to swing. Instead, he elects to go back for Silva. Instead, it's Fernandez. Fernandez plays it in. Pereira's there. Ronaldo on his left. Wayward. But it took a deflection, so Portugal have another corner. And they're knocking on the Icelandic door looking for the breakthrough. Portugal have looked really threatening from set pieces. Can they try and get Pepe and Ronaldo and Silva, or Diaz, I should say, attacking this one? Fernandez to swing. Portugal looking for the deadlock. 52 minutes in. Again taken short to Leal. Leal will swing. Ronaldo takes it down, and it's incredibly disappointing again. The set piece, but Silva's done really well to win it back. And then he gives it away, and once again the referee says no foul, and replay on. Ronaldo making the run offside. And that is only going to add to his frustrations. Silva now. Face to face with Pedersen. This is Cancelo and Plosson again in front of Ronaldo to surely save a goal. What a good defensive play from Victor Plosson of DC United in MLS. He's everywhere today, Victor Plosson. Silva again. Portugal looking to up the tempo. 54 minutes into the contest. Still 0-0. Neves, for one thing, and I'll tell you, is set to join Al Hilali in the Saudi Pro League for a deal up to $47 million with Wolves. Swung in by Silva again, and again it's Clausen. Really commanding the DC United player at the back for Iceland. Pepe. Clever turn there from Leal. Big crossfield ball. Looking for Silva, and it's a good defensive get from Magnuson. Portugal still unable to really break down this Icelandic team. They're having trouble. And there's a foul there. Conceded by Alfred Finnbogason. Leal hasn't quite been able to leave his imprint on the game. It's in towards Ronaldo, and again it breaks down at the feet of Ronaldo. Cancelo. Portugal looking to up the tempo. Ronaldo from distance. Just gives it away. Inexplicably there, Ronaldo. And now, Iceland on the counter-attack. That's a really good defensive act from Dallo, and Portugal win a free kick. Looking threatening there in moments. It's a good look. It's 57 minutes gone. Still 0-0 here between Portugal and Iceland. Here is Cancelo handing off now for Pereira of PSG. Iceland still happy to sit in their shell. And it's given away by Cancelo. Fjordsson plays it long. Iceland looking to build an attack, but it's a good header away by Ruben Diaz. Here is Bruno Fernandes. Hasn't quite gotten on the ball, Bruno Fernandes. This is Leal. Face-to-face with Fjordsson. Leal to the byline. Fjordsson slides in, and it was Ronaldo at the back post. It's a good header away from Iceland. But Portugal getting closer and closer. Ronaldo looked odds on to score there, but he didn't. Still 0-0. Swung in by Neves. Leal. Oh, made a mess of it. Cancelo picks it up. Outside of the boot cross over Ronaldo. And Stinson there in front of Silva. And once again, Portugal will have to be patient. 32 minutes remaining. Fernandes. Bruno. Neves. This is Ruben Neves. Silva again. Portugal looking to break down Iceland. And a free kick as Ruben Neves is on the deck, and Ruben Diaz is arguing for a yellow card. Nothing doing there. It was Portugal, the guilty party. Neves takes it short. And again, more frustration for Portugal there. But the Icelandic fans are happy about what they're seeing from the national team 40 minutes in here. They've made it difficult for Portugal. And it looks like this game is going to take either a moment of brilliance or a moment of rash indecisiveness from Iceland here. Or for Portugal, it's going to take a moment of brilliance, I think. But Iceland are happy to sit in their shell as we enter into the 60th minute of the match. So 30 minutes to go. Leal. Ronaldo's calling for it. It's aimed in towards Ronaldo, who brings it down. But again, he's dispossessed. It hit Ronaldo from Fernandez. And it's cleared away. And more frustration from Ronaldo as Pepe brings it out of the sky beautifully. Diaz, Portugal need to up the tempo here. Neves. And it breaks down to Portugal. Silva. Fernandez. Ronaldo made the run. It's in towards Dallo, who almost went all the way. Saved by Ronald Rassen. And it's still 0-0 here. And it could break here for Iceland, and Pereira slid in. This is Gudmundsson. Gudmundsson plays it in. It's a good clearance from Diaz. Ronaldo beat into it. Plawson. Gudmundsson. Oh, and Ronaldo slid in there. And he may be lucky to avoid a yellow card. And I hate to be that guy, but I think if he's not named Cristiano Ronaldo, he gets a yellow card for that. But that is a rash tackle from Ronaldo. That probably should be a yellow card. Probably. So Gudmundsson to take. Swung in by Gudmundsson, and it's headed away by Diaz. Sent back in. And Iceland have a corner. So Iceland's first corner of the first half is conceded by Neves, and Iceland with a good chance here to take the lead. So Albert Gudmundsson to take. He takes it short. The cross comes into the box. It was towards Finn Bogason. And Iceland have it throw up the pitch. The throw taken. Here is Pjantadason. And this could break here for Fjorkson. Good look for Iceland. Ronaldo takes it out. Silva, Iceland really upping the tempo here. Portugal struggling to cope. And it's Iceland looking the more threatening now in these last 3-4 minutes to take the lead over Portugal. Still 0-0, 65 minutes gone between these two teams. 65 minutes gone. Still 0-0. Here's Rafael Leal. Handing off now for Ruben Neves. This is Silva. Portugal with almost double the passes that Iceland had completed, but it's still 0-0. Here's Leal trying to turn. He tried to feed Silva, but it breaks down. Cancelo takes it out of the sky. 65th minute. Portugal on the attack. Pereira. Still no changes from either side. Cancelo. Fernandez. Pepe. Poor touch, and it breaks all the way down for Portugal, and there's more frustration. Neves, Ronaldo on the run, and that's good defending from Sarir Ingason as Ronaldo looked to run in behind. Now Iceland trying to run in behind, and if that ball stayed in play, it could have been a really good chance. And Roberto Martinez gives a thumbs up to his players, but they have to up the tempo here. 25 minutes away from me. And we're going to see a double change. So we're going to see Rafael Guerreiro is about to come on for Portugal, and number 6 as well, who is... So we're about to see a double change. We're going to see Gonzalo Iniestal. So Iniestal and Guerreiro will come on, and it'll be Fernandez off, which is interesting. Or Neves, I should say. So Neves is off, and Iniestal is on. So Iniestal is on, and it's Cancelo for Guerreiro. So like for like at left back, Guerreiro. So Guerreiro on, Cancelo off, Iniestal on, Neves off. So I'm just trying to work out the shape because I don't think Iniestal for Neves is like for like. So I'm just trying to work out the shape. It could be going to a traditional back 4. But that wouldn't make sense either. But you still have 3 center backs on the pitch. I can't really tell. I will have to see where Iniestal is setting up. But yeah, so Iniestal is setting up as a left back. And I think so Pereira's gone into midfield is what it is. So Pereira's gone into midfield, actually. Swung in by Leal. It's in towards Ronaldo again. So a tactical adjustment from Roberto Martinez. Let me just change my tactics sheet here because of these changes. Ronaldo. This time he's got a chance. Ronaldo! Over the bar. He was offside anyway, but it's another gilt-edge opportunity for Cristiano Ronaldo, who in that area you'd expect to score. And Ronaldo again, offside, but probably should have scored. And he just starts his run offside. He's never actually got himself onside, and it's a big chance. He could have even fed Fernandez if he wanted to, but big chance for Ronaldo. Breaks down. Big chance there for Cristiano Ronaldo, and he probably should have scored. Leal fouled, and will the referee produce a yellow card? No. For Williamson. Or he has got one, so Williamson is into the book. Yellow card. And that probably is a yellow card. It's a tactical foul, so there had to be a yellow card. So Iceland now with 2 players on a yellow card, 3 players on a yellow card. Williamson, Goodmanson, and Finnbogason. Dallo, who was the first player booked in the game, the only player booked for Portugal. Silva trying to square up with Magnusson. It's swung in, back post. It'll fall for Leao, who will face to face with Fjorksen. This is Ronaldo. This is Iniesao. This is Pereira, and it's incredibly disappointing. Just a poor touch from Danny Pereira, PSG, and Iceland escaped that moment of pressure. And it's getting more frustrating for Portugal. 20 minutes to go, still 0-0. And is that a foul? Yes, and more frustration for Portugal as Pepe is called for the foul, and Iceland here are getting closer and closer to what would be a famous point. They could get better here, though. Here's Petr Stinsson, face-to-face with Dallo, who has to be careful on a yellow card. Petr Stinsson just squaring up. He's put in a really high cross, and it misses everyone. But good play from Iceland. It was Petr Stinsson who did everything well except for the cross. But Iceland, once again, knocking on the door. Oh, and that's even more. They look to break there, but Pereira's foul, called for the foul. Danilo Pereira. Oh, and now look at the space here for Williamson. Williamson goes for it! Inches wide at the near. That's the closest Iceland have come. And it's another warning sign for Portugal. Iceland almost there, taking the lead, and it would have led to absolute raptures. Just wide at the near. But that's just a warning sign of what Iceland can do if Portugal allows them to operate in those pockets. Pereira, talking about operating in pockets, he's just done that there. Leao. And it breaks down as we enter into the 72nd minute of the match. 18 minutes to go in Reykjavik. Here's Pepe. Silva. This is Bruno. Fernandez. And Dallo's in behind. And it was Iniesao with the header. Or it was Guerrero, just off the bench. And it's another good look that breaks down. And we're going to see a double change for Iceland. Oh, and it almost broke for Ronaldo. Jumping is Danilo Pereira. This is Rafael Leao. Is he fouled? Get up, says the referee. Williams trying to spread one for Iceland. And it's headed away by Diaz. And this is Bruno Fernandez in the pocket. He's got Ronaldo to his right. Now, what's he got left? Ronaldo, is he fouled? Yes. Free kick for Portugal. And now tempers are starting to spill over here. Oh, and now Silva getting involved, and it'll be a yellow card here for Silva and for Petr Stinsson. So Silva becomes the second Portuguese player booked. Pettersson becomes the fourth Icelandic player booked. It's a yellow card for both. What is Stinsson? Yes, Petr Stinsson. So first the changes. This is Johansson. So Johansson's come in for Trottiston. So Johansson in for Trottiston at midfield. Johansson. And Finn Bogason is off after scoring the goal in their last game. And on to replace him was... I couldn't tell, so we'll get back to y'all there. Swung it by Fernandez, and hitting the deck was Guerrero. It'll fall for Leao, will it? No. Let me just see who that second change was. It was Magnuson. So Magnuson is on at striker. Like for like change there. So Magnuson is on number 16 at striker. Saber out. Isak Bergman. So two of the 4 players on yellow cards taken off for Iceland. So it's Isak Bergman, Johansson, and Saber Ali Magnuson on, and it could be an early look here, but Diego Costa off his line makes the save for Portugal. 76 minutes gone, 14 minutes to go here in this game. And Pepe all the way back for Diego Costa. Here is Pepe. I mean, you're saying bro Portugal win like 500-0. I mean, it's 0-0. 76 minutes gone. So I'll get back to you later, though. Here's Ronaldo nodding it down. And it's a good header away from, I think it was Stefan Ignason that time. Leao. Portugal looking for the opening goal. Still 0-0. Swung in by Leao. And it's a good header away that time by Magnuson. This is Silva face-to-face with Magnuson. Magnuson plays in Greece. Silva in the Premier League. Fernandez. Owen Leao. Leao plays it in. Ronaldo's there. It's awkward. Ronaldo with the back heel, and somehow it doesn't go in. But for the 3rd time today, the offside flag is up against Cristiano Ronaldo. That is the 3rd time today Ronaldo's gotten into a good area and has been offside. I mean, you say that, Scott, but it's 0-0. Like, it's 0-0. And Iceland have had their chances. Make no mistake. Iceland have had 1 or 2 gilt-edged chances. And we're going to see another change. So we're going to see it's a change at left back. Or it's another double change. So Bjorksen is off. And in replace for him is Samsted. And there's another change for Iceland. So another double change. It's going to see number 18, Hjartason, come off. And coming off is Petterstinsson. He's on a yellow card. And then to replace him is Haraldsson. Number 18. So another double change for Iceland, which leaves them with only 2 players on the field with yellows. And the offside flag up again for the 4th time on Ronaldo. So the 4th time today that Cristiano Ronaldo has been caught offside. 0-0 into the 80th minute of the game here between Iceland and Portugal. Yeah, I mean, I also like Messi better, and it hasn't been a good game. It has not been a good performance from the aforementioned Cristiano Ronaldo. Like your point is, Messi is definitely a way better player right now, and I think in general, whereas Ronaldo's had a stinker layout, but he can change that impression with one chance, but it doesn't manipulate. It doesn't come to fruition there. And Iceland almost, and that is a crunching challenge. And it'll be a second yellow card. And Victor Thor Williamson is sent off. And Iceland will play the last 10 minutes with 10 men. So it's taken that long for something meaningful to happen in this game. It was a rash challenge from Victor Thor Williamson. And he was on a yellow card. And he is sent off. And Iceland down to 10. So it's taken something that long to occur. And Iceland now will have to play with 10 men. So Iceland now with 10 men. And now to just make these last 10 minutes even more harder. And it broke down there as Guerrero tried to get into the inside left channel. This is Goodmanson, and it could be a chance here, and that is incredibly disappointing. Iceland got into the good area, and Albert Goodmanson cannot keep it in plan. We're going to see another double change for Portugal this time. We're going to see Vitinha and two other players enter shortly for Portugal. What we can presume will be an attacking change. So double change for Portugal, who have a one-man advantage here against Iceland for these final 8 minutes. William Thor Williamson sent off for his second bookable offense. Silva. Ronaldo very deep, and he is hacked down, and that'll be a yellow card for Ronaldo for simulation. So now then, it's been a really frustrating game for Ronaldo, and he's been given a yellow card for simulation. Wow, so Ronaldo into the book. Yellow card for Ronaldo. So Cristiano Ronaldo given a yellow card for simulation. It's been a very frustrating game for him. Hasn't even had a kick, and now the double change. We'll see Josh Otavio come in for Danilo. So Danilo is off. Otavio is on. So Danilo Pereira's night is over. The PSG paper, and Otavio from Porto comes on in his place. I also believe there was another change. Wait for confirmation on that, though. So far, it's only showing that there was one change there, although it looked like a double change. Here's Rafael Leao. Leao again playing again, and it was missed by Clausen, but behind him was Stefan Ingjassen to clear a way for Iceland. It's coming back, though. Leao. And Portugal have it throw up the pitch. And it was Vitinha who was brought on. So Vitinha is on, and Bruno Fernandes is off. So that's an interesting change. Fernandez had a very quiet game, is withdrawn, and Vitinha is on. So it's a double change in midfield. Silva, face-to-face with Magnusson. Portugal looking for what will be a heartbreak for Iceland. Oh, it's a good ball. It's Iniestal. Intricate stuff from the visitors. Ronaldo. And it breaks down because nobody wanted to pull to the trigger. Intricate stuff from Portugal, but still 0-0 with 5 minutes to play. Vitinha for his substitute partner, Otavio. Iniestal also brought off the bench for Leao, who started, but he hasn't. Now he's got some roam. Leao plays it in. It's a good header away, but it's a really disappointing ball in from Leao, and it's an easy header away from Victor Ploss from the DC United player in MLS, who's had a very good game. Leao, twisting, turning up against Samsted, and Leao gives it away. It's been a very frustrating game from Rafael Leao. Just hasn't played up to the standard that we know he can provide. Silver again in the Icelandic sun. Iniestal, and it was a good idea to leave it, but it's coming back though. Silva taken back in front of Vitinha. This is Dallo standing it up. It'll fall for Ronaldo, and it breaks down for a foul in the build-up, and there was more evident frustration for Cristiano Ronaldo. Just has not been the type of game that Ronaldo was hoping for. Very little service. And when he has got it, his teammate commits a foul, and he's not allowed to finish off the play. It's got to be so frustrating for Ronaldo. Just hasn't been the game. But for these Icelandic fans, they will love what they've seen from their team today. Not just in a defensive way. They've had their chances in the attacking front too. They haven't just sat back and absorbed the whole game. They've had a real go. And Portugal here are 3 minutes away from what will be a very disappointing tie here in Iceland. 0-0, 87-minute. Or their late heroics on the menu. Portugal looking to build out from the back. Diaz. Portugal flooding numbers forward. Silva. Iceland defending for their life. In behind again, and corner. Dallo was playing in the inside right channel. Silva takes it short. Back for Bernardo Silva. Played in, back post. Iniesta brings it down. Ronaldo was there! Denied by the flag. Ronaldo offside again. And Portugal look to have been denied their go-ahead goal. Subject to VAR. And it looks like a good goal to me, so I have a feeling this goal will stand. Because Ronaldo looked to be onside. VAR will check. Does Cristiano Ronaldo have the game-winning goal? First, we're going to see Diego Jota, though, before any confirmation. It's Pepe for Jota. Although Roberto Martinez is telling Pepe to stay on in case the goal is good. Now, Ronaldo did look to be in an onside position, but it is subject to VAR. The angle that we've seen tells me that Cristiano Ronaldo is onside. Still, we check. Still under a VAR review. We'll look at it again. whether it's this ball here that they're checking, Iniesta seems to be onside, and then Ronaldo's definitely onside. But this check is taking an awfully long time. Ronaldo waits. Does he have another Portuguese goal? It's up to the referee now. And this check will take us into the 90th minute of the game. Still we wait. This would be heartbreak for the Icelandic players and fans. Still Ronaldo waits. I think it's going to be a goal, you know. I think it's going to be a goal. It's taking an awfully long time. It's going to be a goal. Goal! It doesn't matter what league he plays in, but Cristiano Ronaldo is still scoring game-winning goals for Portugal. It's a C in the corner in Iceland tonight. Cristiano Ronaldo pops up at the big moments for Iceland, who defended so well, but it's heartbreak for those Icelandic players and fans. But for Portugal, it's a big 3 points. Ronaldo had a horrible game, but he pops up when needed most, and that's what he's built a career off of, fasting and pouncing on those moments. And Ronaldo looks to have won it surely now for Portugal. Oh, what a big moment. What a big moment in the contest. Cristiano Ronaldo. It doesn't seem to matter what league he plays in. He is scoring big goals. And that is heartbreak for Iceland. And that'll be Ronaldo's last act because Diego Jota will be brought on in his place. Or it's Silva for Jota. Can Iceland respond? We're into 6 minutes of stoppage time. Leal. Ronaldo made the run, but Leal sees the grass, and now the game is stretched. Ronaldo, good get from Plawson, who apart from that moment had a really good game. And it's a foul there. Conceded by Leal on Victor Plawson. So Cristiano Ronaldo with a big goal for Portugal. He's made a living off of big goals for Portugal. And how important could that one be? And an offside there. Safe out Magnusson looked to get involved. Or excuse me, it was Albert Gudmundsson of Geneva and Serie A. And you have to give credit to Roberto Martinez for his changes because it was Iniesta who knotted it down, wasn't it, for Ronaldo, who made the finish. Just a poacher's finish, but it was really good from Iniesta to just knot it into his path. And that should just, we're 4 minutes into the 6 minutes of added time. Vitinha. And Ronaldo was fouled. So Diego Jota is on, the Liverpool player, who had a pretty good campaign for Liverpool, who had a frustrating season overall. Made that late charge towards the top four, but unable to get there because of the damage done already in their campaign. And Diego Costa will clear. Iceland played well, but the result won't show, unfortunately. Of course, the yellow card didn't help, but that's a frustrating end for the game for Iceland. A game that they played well. They had a go. They had a real go at Portugal. They had their chances, but I mean, they just don't have one Cristiano Ronaldo. Taken back there by Stefan Ingiadison. Dallo. Portugal just happy to possess the ball now as we're entering into the final minute of stoppage time. Pepe. We've had the 6 promised, but there was a VAR check for the first 2 minutes. I think we could be playing for another minute and a half here. Iniesta, who will be given the game-winning assist. Pepe. Ronaldo. Vitinha. The referee looks at his watch, but we still play on. Here's Leao returning for Iniesta. He could have kept going, but now it's given back for Rafael Leao, who will just sensibly keep it in the corner. Now they want a second goal here. Leao coming out on his right. Oh, it could be a super goal, but if not for Victor Plus, and it would have been. He's put in a shift today, the DC United defender. Final whistle should be any time now. As Vitinha's hacked down by Goodmanson. And we've had 7.5 minutes of extra time here, and we only promised 6, so I think the whistle might be coming any time now. Leao. The referee looks at his whistle and blows for full time. So at times it was a 10-point performance from Portugal, but Roberto Martinez and his company bailed out by Cristiano Ronaldo, whose 90th minute winning goal gives Portugal all 3 points in Iceland, but Iceland put up a fair fight, and that'll be it for me today. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream, and Portugal won, Iceland 0. Cristiano Ronaldo with the goal. And we will be back with some videos later this week. But until then, I hope y'all have a good time. And I'm going to end the stream right now.